Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the We're Going 5 podcast, powered by TSH Tennis. I'm Yousef, and this is my co-host.
Hi guys, I'm Ismaeel.
Hey guys,
We have so much to talk about today. We have Sinner as dominant as ever. We have Taylor Fritz continuing to rise. We have Mehdi with some shenanigans, getting us some spicy content. We have Rafa preparing for his farewell, and the Davis Cup coming up, and our predictions. Let's move on to the one and only champion of the week, Jannik Sinner. Ismaeel, you picked him to win. Congrats on that one.
well done, Ismaeel. Super easy pick though.
Take it away.
Yeah, well guys, Sinner just wrapped up an unbelievable tournament to wrap up a super year. So he was just dominant all the way to the title. I mean, the final, maybe in terms of competition, it didn't look like we got the super tight match that we might have wanted, but it was just pure dominance. The form that Sinner is in right now is unbelievable. His forehand is absolutely lethal. He's crushing the serves with pinpoint accuracy. It's not normal to be that solid from the baseline. He's going to the net now and he's attacking so well. His defense is amazing. Fritz really had no solutions, and you can't even blame the guy. You don't even know what to say. There's nothing that Fritz did to do bad. He didn't play bad. It's just that Sinner is on another level and no one on the planet can compete right now. I am currently a prisoner of the moment, and I do not know if we have seen this level of tennis before. This is unbelievable power, precision.
Wow.
He's playing amazing.
Let's calm down.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's unstoppable. It's hard to imagine. No one was able to touch him in best of 3 sets here at the ATP Finals. These are the top 8, and they can't touch him. He's moving into next year. It looks like no one's on his level other than one man, and you know his name, Carlos Alcaraz. But other than that, Sinner, what a tournament, what a final, what a performance. I don't know, what did you guys see that? Am I missing something? Am I an odd one out here on this take?
It's been an amazing season. And if we want to talk about his season, it's going to require an entire podcast on its own. Because what we've seen from him, 70 wins, 8 titles, 2 slams, and then caps off with the ATP Finals title with the way he did it. It was amazing. No one stood in his way. It's... I think, to me, the most impressive thing is no dips whatsoever. None.
It's unbelievable. None. His floor is so high.
He's from the moment he walks into the court to the moment he shakes hands with the umpire.
He's not human.
It's fully focused. He's fully focused. No one does it like him, and that is his superpower. Imagine that's his superpower and everything, like the tennis. But to me, that is his superpower. Focused from the first second to the last second, never dips. I can't fathom someone competing with him at this level.
It's not normal. He's not even close to his prime. No. I don't think he's close to his prime.
No, he's not.
And he's super humble. He's so process oriented. Imagine these stats aren't even phasing him. He's about 51-3 on hard this year. He's undefeated indoor. He didn't even lose more than 4 games in any set this whole tournament. That's not normal. They got his forehand shot quality during the final. 9.6. We're used to seeing it in the 8s. That's unreal. The level he's on is unreal. He deserves all the praise and all the glory he gets. Like Medvedev said when he took him out in 2. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Haroon, any thoughts on Jannik?
But this guy has only had 6 recorded losses this year. Yeah, only has 6 losses. One of them was a walkover, so fine, you can't really count that. But I started looking at his whole year just to see his record, and I didn't want to count losses anymore. I wanted to give credit to his opponents to see how many people took sets off of him. only about 20 people took a set. Either beat him or took sets off him. He only lost to either Rublev or Medvedev or Alcaraz this year, and also Tsitsipas. This is what in the world? You only lose to 4 people the whole year? For what in the world? This is crazy.
It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable season.
Like, there's an entire discussion to be had of how great this season was all time.
It's an all-time season. It was total domination. When he also gets the benefit, he took home in about 23 million in on-court prize money. So that's a sweet deal.
Well deserved.
And it's just awesome. There was a moment there when Medvedev, to qualify, he had to take out Sinner in straight sets. He's only lost one of his last 99 matches in straight sets. That's how good he is right now. He's untouchable.
I think it's more now.
And now it's more. I think it's 101.
Last 101.
Yeah, 101.
Oh my
Just
God.
unbelievable.
And also, by the way, he did this while dealing with, the doping case as well, and he's dealing with a lot of things mentally. So it's
The
also
focus he
is
has.
insane.
Yeah, he knows how to compartmentalize everything. Like, okay, this is the match at hand. This is a tournament at hand. I need to fully focus here, and then we can focus on everything else when this is over. He knows how to just lock in. No one locks in like him on tour. Obviously, we have a guy who locks in the best of the best, Novak Djokovic, but we're not going to talk about him right now. It's Jannik Sinner's day. He is the man. He is he's so special. He's so special.
Also, he's just he's so process oriented. He's so humble. Even after he won the ATP Finals, one of the biggest titles of his career, he's congratulating the umpire on his last ever.
Yes, it's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not human. You're not human, Jannik Sinner. You're not human. Stop it. Stop it.
The self-awareness there is crazy. The self-awareness there to after you won one of the biggest titles of your career, to just stop. Oh, hey, we have the umpire here. You're usually I know our players is overwhelmed with the emotion, super happy, super excited. He's maybe relieved, thinking out all the work he's done. But now he takes a moment to just thank Carlos also for his career. That's what? That's
Jannik said he's not human. He's not human.
Can I just say something here? The fact that he's just so process oriented and he doesn't celebrate as much as we expect him to celebrate having this all-time season. Has that affected people looking at his season as one of the best ever? Because he won the US Open with just 2 arms in the air and that was it. And then he just won the ATP Finals without dropping a single set, two arms in the air and that's it. Maybe has that affected people looking at his season as one of the great seasons we've ever seen? It
must have. His coaches are celebrating more than him. How is that possible?
They were losing their minds and they're crying and their heads in the ground, and he's just oh yeah, maybe Jannik, give us more. We need you to give us more, not for us, but so people can love you more and appreciate what you've done more and more.
Unbelievable. He's just awesome.
It's insane. But then let's take a closer look at his road, and I want you guys to rate this because it's been special. But let's see what you guys give it on a scale of 1 to 10. So first round robin, he takes down Demon Hour 6-3, 6-4. Takes down Fritz in the next round robin match 6-4, 6-4. Then takes down Daniil Medvedev in the round robin last match, goes undefeated 6-3, 6-4. Moves on to the semis and destroys Casper Ruud 6-1, 6-2. And then in the final. Then in the final takes down Fritz 6-4, 6-4. Ismaeel, I need you to give me on a scale of 1 to 10. How do you rate this road to the title?
I don't know. This is a 9.8, and it's as close as you can get to a perfect run. Just because he didn't face Alcaraz or a Djokovic, and that would have just made this run an absolute 100 out of a 10. But just because he didn't play Carlitos, I'm going to give it 9.8, and that's the worst I can say.
Then Haroon, what would you give it?
I'll give it a 9. It's an amazing run, especially winning them all in straights.
Only 9.
Ooh, okay.
I give it a 9 because he hasn't faced any of the players that gave him trouble throughout the year. So if he would have faced somebody maybe like Alcaraz along the way, or somebody that has been giving him a challenge, I would give it a higher rating. It's great, obviously, because you're playing the best players in the world and you beat them in straights. But it's a solid 9 for me.
Yeah, Yousef, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm between both of you. I agree with you. It was a magical run, not dropping a single set on your way to. He absolutely whooped everyone. Like, it wasn't even close. The Taylor Fritz match 4-4 in the round robin, that was the closest match.
It's the closest match of the tournament.
But also at the same time, if we're gonna be fair, who usually beats him? Who gives him pain?
Alcaraz, Zverev.
Djokovic. He didn't face these guys.
No. Zverev didn't take a set.
Zverev has a positive head-to-head record against him. So yes, Zverev gives him pain. So he faced none of these guys. So I'm gonna. It's gonna take a slight hit. But the slight hit is a 9.5. A 9.5. If he faced an Alcaraz, or he faced a Djokovic, or if he faced a Zverev, I would probably move that up to something close to 9.9, but it's a 9.5 for me.
That's solid. It's solid. Super high, super well deserved. All right, let's move on to the biggest winner of the week.
7 Australian Opens, 15 slams.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yousef, I think you have a take.
Well, first of all, does anyone want to congratulate me on my dark horse of the week?
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Good pick. Well
That
done.
was-
Taylor.
Pick.
Well done, Taylor. So it's Taylor Fritz. For people that do not know, I picked him last week to go deep at this tournament. He's going to surprise us. And yes, he has. He has completely surprised us coming out. Well, in the group stages, played amazing tennis, and that match against Zverev was incredible tennis. To me, I just love everything Taylor Fritz embodies. He's improving every single year after year. We can see him. The serve is unstoppable at moments, and also close to Sinner. He does not dip. He does, but he does not dip that much, which I think is also one of his superpowers. And the way he's able to hit so cleanly from both wings, he just moves so well. I just love everything about Taylor Fritz. And to me, one of his work ethic is second to none. You can see he puts in so much work. And he said he wasn't the most talented player. He said that he wasn't the most, people expected him to be this star. And he worked week in and week out. And he's now reached the career high, number 4. Move out of the way, Djokovic. Move out of the way, Medvedev. He's number 4. I'm so happy for this guy. I'm becoming a bigger fan day in and day out of Taylor Fritz, and he's such an amazing role model for younger players. That hard work pays off. And
Congrats, Taylor.
it's I love everything about Taylor Fritz. Congratulations on the amazing season. I'm so happy for him, and I'm becoming a big fan. Ismaeel, but yeah, what do you think of Taylor, man?
Yeah, so it's hard to imagine that you can come out, feeling like a winner, even though he just lost this final. But really, he's
a winner.
And I think you touched on something.
Why does Fritz own Zverev?
Yeah, and I think this leads to my point. I think Fritz is just mentally much more solid than Zverev right now, and I think this is part of his maturity. Fritz has become
That's a tough one to agree with, though.
He's become a very solid mental player, and I think this is his maturation and his composure and how he's able to problem solve during matches. And the reason why he made to the finals is because he faced a lot of tough moments, break points, down set points, and he was able to come through. And I think it has to do with that. And it's just awesome to see his evolution. I can remember a couple of years ago, he played Djokovic in the Australian Open, and he took him to 5. Djokovic when he had the abdominal tear, and he said that he didn't really feel he was in that match, and he was feeling a little bit salty because he couldn't take out Djokovic, who was injured. And he's now a player who everyone has to fear.
Is he tier 1?
He's officially tier 1 in my books.
Oh.
He's officially tier 1 in my books.
Or do you have him as tier 1 too?
Yeah, I think I have him as
He's officially tier 1, and super excited to see his emergence, and also congrats to him because he had the best. I think he played the best match of the tournament, that win against Zverev.
Yeah,
that was the most fun match of the tournament. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that, but that was just an awesome match, and he came out victorious. Went through lots of ups and downs, had so many chances to really let go of the set and the match, and he hung in there.
You know when you're playing FIFA and you're playing against, if we're playing against each other, and then for example, I have 20 shots on goal, and then I score none, and you got 1 and you scored. It feels like he took advantage.
That's me.
He took advantage of his chances. It felt like, okay, when is Sasha gonna break? When is Sasha gonna take control? And he just kept holding on during that match. Sasha's forehand, we need to have a talk about that one because I think it failed him in that match.
Yeah.
But Fritz held on. Like you said, the mental composure was amazing. It came down to that, and Sasha didn't take advantage. And when Taylor had his chances, he took advantage. And
Taylor, he was so clutch when he was 5-6 down in that final set. You know, he saved multiple break points and he had the chance to go away and he stood there. He also stayed there by being more aggressive. So, you know, Fritz is being more aggressive in the pressure points. Has a very nice attacking playing style.
Yeah.
He
stands on top of the baseline and just
stands on business. Yeah. And he took it to Zverev. You know, he took it to Sinner twice this tournament. It's just Sinner is out of this world right now. And you know, awesome tournament. You know, Fritz said that he was getting crushed in the forehand to forehand in the US Open, and then he was able to make up for that here in the ATP Finals. He's making some small but incremental improvements. He's going to be tough to face.
If he just improves his drop shot a bit and becomes a little sharper on the volley, that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Hyped. I'm hyped for Taylor Fritz in 2025.
Just awesome. Yeah, he's playing awesome. Great to see.
Okay, moving on to one of our favorite segments, because you guys always give us fits in the comments and tell us you agree and you disagree.
Yeah.
Moving on to upset or not an upset.
So I want all of you to know, when you sleep tonight, I won because of you.
God, it's killing me.
We do know that this is the ATP Finals, and that does not necessarily you can call things upsets, but we do have one match we want to talk about. Casper Ruud taking down Carlos Alcaraz 6-1, 7-5 in the round robin stage. Ismaeel, upset? Not an upset.
It's absolutely an upset. There are people going to talk about how Carlitos was sick and, you know, wasn't in his best form. You know what? Carlitos stepped on the court and he finished the match. And so he was good enough to be on the court. You know, when Sinner wasn't good enough to play, he pulled out of Paris. Carlitos was good enough. He fought through. Sure, he wasn't in his best condition. Ruud took it to him, and he took him out solid. Absolutely an upset. Well done by Casper.
Haroon, I know it's your boy. Try to be unbiased.
Put some respect on my boy's name. Put some respect on my boy's name. Don't talk about like a crazy upset. That's a well-deserved win. Put some respect on my boy's name.
Not an upset to you, huh?
Not an upset. Well, to be fair though,
try to be unbiased.
What are you talking about? This is the baby goat we're talking about. One of the most talented people that ever played. And we're talking about the not an upset. Casper is my boy. I have to be honest though. No, it is a bit of an upset, but yeah. For sure, not that much though, because Casper is a hell of a player. 3-time semi-finals at the ATP Finals. Nothing else to say. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, just to me, I just 100% it's an upset. Also, because not that I disrespect Ruud Haroon, like I do not disrespect Casper, but like. He was coming into this. I think he was 2-12, 1-7 since the U.S. Open. So it's not like he's been in amazing form.
No,
he's been struggling big time. He's been losing first round matches. So 100% this is an upset. Alcaraz, he wasn't at his best, was sick, but it's still an upset. He was on the court, like you said, Ismaeel. This is an upset. I 100% agree.
Let me add, just because this was super classy from Casper, because after the match he really took no credit. Yeah. So he just took out Carlitos and he was like, yeah, we've all seen Carlos play better, like it wasn't his best day, we know he's been sick. Yeah, Casper, we know he's sick, but he stepped on the court, he was fit enough, take some credit. It's a good win. He made the semifinals, 3 semifinals appearances out of 3 ATP Finals appearances. Well done for Casper. Well deserved, Casper Ruud.
I'll take anybody else. I'd rather not play sick Alcaraz any day of the week.
So while the ATP Finals were happening, the tennis world also did not stop, and we have an inspiring story of the week. Yousef, take it away.
To me, this was one of the most inspiring stories I've seen in a long time. Diego Forlan, former football legend, Uruguayan legend, World Cup legend, Atletico legend,
legend,
making his professional debut, tennis, He was a legend in football. He made his professional debut in tennis at the age of 45.
Unreal.
It was like on the Challenger Tour, but still he's playing professional tennis.
He's good enough.
That was the most inspiring story of the week, and it just teaches you that you should never give up on your dreams. Even if you have to pursue another one, come back to this one. 45. It doesn't. The age is just a number. He made his debut, even though he lost. It's just a reminder that you should pursue your dreams and you should keep going after. And you have something that you love, just fight for it. And it was an amazing thing to see. And thank you, Diego, for the inspiration. I can't thank you enough. You just make us all want to pursue any dream that we have. That was just, to me, it was just the most inspirational story of the week.
It was awesome. Diego was awesome. Also, his ground strokes are pretty solid.
It looks
He's
sweet.
volleying
It looks
well.
sweet.
He's smashing lefty kind of action going. Awesome stuff.
His serve was not bad also. And he had some nice volleys. That he finished those balls.
No,
Like, I would like to watch him play tennis. Like, not because he's Diego Forlan, but he was just fun to watch play tennis.
So awesome.
Hats off to you, Diego. Thank you so much for the inspiration.
Every week we have some cool stuff happening. Let's move to the cool dude moment of the week.
Oh my God, so much energy in this return. I love it for my story, Rog. Oh my God.
You have one for us?
I do. So this week we know that in Malaga there's the Billie Jean Cup going on and the Davis Cup that's going to happen, and they're both there at the same time. So all the women's national teams and the men's national teams. So Rafa's there practicing right now, preparing for his final week. And so the Australian national team, the women's team, they knew Rafa was going to pass by, so they acted as if they were taking a picture, because when Rafa passes by, they want him to feel so easily like, okay, if you come take a picture with us, it won't be a problem.
Smooth.
So they basically just stood in front of the camera and faked as if they were taking a picture. And right when Rafa came, they just said, "Oh, Rafa, do you want to join us?" It was so smooth. And Rafa, of course, being the classy man he is, he dropped his bag, dropped his racket, and just joined in the middle of the picture.
Rafa the man.
He looked like he was the happiest man to be with them. And obviously, they were over the moon. To me, that was just the coolest dude moment of the week. Rafa, thank you so much for giving us so many moments, but having one like this, just like, it shows how amazing he is as a human and how cool he is. Just like, I'll spend a few minutes with you guys and take this cool picture. It was awesome.
Nothing surprising there, Rafa. Just a pure class act. Since he
I was smiling from ear to ear when I was watching this video. Awesome. Well done, Tennis Australia, for capturing the moment. And thank you, Rafa, for being super classy.
Rafa's so cool. Yeah. Haroon, do you have one for us this week?
I do. I like the moment between Casper Ruud and Sasha Zverev. You know, when they had some really intense and cool points, and then after like Zverev won those points, he won a really nice long rally. Lot of cat and mouse stuff happening in that point, and then Casper's like on the way, like on the changeovers, like, "I'm trying everything, man," and then he really tapped him with his racket on his back. That was nice, because you don't see that often with tennis, especially with the changeovers. Even if you play like an amateur level, it's like so sensitive. You don't want to talk to the other opponent. It's nice kind of breaking that wall, and it showed like a nice friendly vibe there. So that was my coolest moment of the week.
Yeah, I like to see those. Honestly. Like, the most person I recall that does that Monfils always, all the time. It just gives good vibes and good energy, and reminds everyone that at the end of the day, this is a game. So yeah, it's super cool to see that. I love that.
Yeah,
that's an amazing moment.
That's sportsmanship, and also from Casper, who's usually ice cold on the court. So that's actually nice from him.
That's cool. Then, Ismaeel, do you have one for us?
Yeah, well, Sinner, of course, has been playing the ATP Finals in Italy, and he's getting max love from the fans. And it's just so fun to see, because they're cheering him on like crazy, and they're also singing to him. So they were serenading him in the stands, and he was just taking it all in, and it's just so cool to see him get all that support, and the Italians showing their character with the singing, and then they chant. The announcers like chanting Jannik, and they all chant Sinner. Like, he's getting so much love, and it's so cool to see.
Yeah, even though he doesn't show that much emotion, but you can feel like he really appreciates stuff like that.
He does. Yeah. He does.
That was an awesome moment.
That was awesome.
We had some really cool dude moments of the week.
Really cool. All right, there's no tennis week that goes by without any drama. So let's move on to
Spicy, not spicy.
Spicy, no spice.
A little bit spicy. Sorry, not as spicy at all.
Yousef, do you have anything for us?
Well, I do. So this was in the beginning of the week, but to me it was by far the spiciest moment of the week. So Daniil Medvedev, up to his shenanigans.
He was on one.
Yeah. So basically, when he was playing that first match against Taylor Fritz, and then like he has these meltdowns. They're not meltdowns because he usually comes back and plays, but he finished the first set against Fritz with 3 double faults.
That was wild.
And then he absolutely lost his mind. He was losing his mind, and he was throwing his racket up in the air, and then then he got warning, and then like I'm watching this, and then he didn't like that he got the warning. He didn't like that he got
A well-deserved warning.
Did he get point penalty?
I don't remember if he got a point.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Got a court violation. I don't know.
Yeah, something was up, and they just kept throwing the racket up in the air and then faking as if he couldn't catch it. I'm like, Mehdi,
Stop it.
Mehdi, stop it. Stop it.
Don't throw the match. Don't throw the match.
Do not throw the match. And you can see the umpire, he was like, okay, this is the ATP Finals. These people have paid money to come and watch one match.
He was getting booed hard.
Yeah, and and then he turned the racket, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna return a Fritz serve with the grip on the other side. I'm gonna hold it from the strings. Yeah, to me that was a bit spicy. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. This might end up in a default, but okay. Then he obviously he wasn't at his best level, but he calmed it down, and then we saw a match continue. But to me, that was my spicy, no spicy moment.
Yeah, it was spicy. It was tough to watch. It was tough to watch.
I was cringing. I'm like, oh my god, holding on. But
It was cringe. It was cringe. Yeah. Sometimes Mehdi meltdowns are funny. This one was not.
It was a mix of both, but yeah, I think it was more on the cringe side, and I think I was scared because of the magnitude of the moment.
Yeah, I didn't want him to get fined or banned or anything for throwing a match.
Yeah. Ismaeel, then do you have one this week?
Yeah, this. I have one moment. That was in that Fritz Medvedev match. Fritz in common denominator in these.
Fritz Medvedev match.
Fritz Zverev match. Sorry.
Oh.
There was a moment in the Fritz Zverev match where Fritz hit a drop shot, an excellent drop shot, and it was close to being a double bounce. Zverev picks it up, and then Taylor Fritz finished the volley right away. It was super easy volley, but it was called a double bounce by the umpire. And so it went to video review. And
Which takes a long time.
And the video review was taking so long. It killed Fritz's momentum. He had taken the first set. He was crushing it. He played a near perfect first set. The video review comes back and says it was not a double bounce. And then Fritz has to replay that point. First of all, the video review took so long and it killed Fritz's momentum. Second of all, he won that point fair and square. He finished that volley. There's no reason for him to replay that point after winning it. I think it's unfair. I think the tour has to rethink how that's done. Yeah, for me, that was the spicy, no spicy moment because I did not like at all how that went down.
Okay, moving on to a segment we did not do last week, but since we made predictions, we shall do it. We were moving on to where we were right and where we were wrong. To start off, where we were right, Ismaeel, we are going to give you credit because you picked Jannik Sinner as the champion of the ATP Finals.
I did.
Well done.
I did. Thank you. Yeah. Well, you guys could have did it, but you didn't. I told you guys, he's been in Italy. He's been practicing. He's well rested coming off Paris. He's the most player in form. Unbelievable season. It was easy. It was easy call.
You picked with your mind. I picked with my heart. I think Haroon also. Yeah, well, we'll see how. But yeah, well done. Congrats. You deserve the credit. And
Yousef, also congrats to you. Well, you had the dark horse pick. You had Taylor Fritz. So
sir.
Yeah, so good. Well done on that one. I guess you were the one that saw Fritzy coming out.
I knew once he decided, okay, this blonde era is over. He showed he's a smart man. Let's go back to our roots.
Well done.
And let's focus. And the hair's back. His tennis was back. The guy we saw in the US Open Finals was back. Thank you, Taylor Fritz. You proved me right. We win together.
Nice.
Well, moving on to where we were wrong. Haroon, you took Alcaraz as the champ.
Yeah, Alcaraz bowed out in the round robin, buddy.
So
that pick didn't go too well, did it?
What can I say? He got sick. What can I say? He got sick. So Who would have known? Who would have known that was going to happen? And yep, he was sick.
Yeah, well, fine. I guess that's bad reasoning. Then Ismaeel, you took Andre Rublev as the dark horse. He didn't win a match.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad for Andre because, like, that doesn't matter about my pick, but, he went home winless, so that hurts for me.
No points, no money, nothing.
Yeah, sorry, Andre. Sorry, man. Maybe I shouldn't root for you next time.
Haroon, I don't want you to laugh so much. You took the Demon as your dark horse. How about that one?
Demon first ATP Finals did not sniff it this time around.
How about that, Haroon? Huh? Anything to say about that?
Well, Demon was fighting with. He was fighting, and he gave Sinner some.
He always fights. You give him that credit. You give him credit for that.
He gave Sinner some trouble a bit, so maybe could have upset Sinner or something. Who would have known? But
yeah, well, Yousef, you shouldn't be too happy also because you took Zverev as the chair.
I was close. So close.
You were so close, but you're also so far. Because
it just came down to a few forehands.
It didn't come down to Carlitos or Sinner. It came down to Fritz knocking him home. So,
well, I guess the semifinals, it was a win-win to me. But yeah, I guess Sasha, he didn't let me down, but. Yeah.
Almost.
I'm going to eat
Not good enough.
I should eat that one.
We also had some other interesting headlines happening in the tennis world. Yousef, what do you have for us?
Well, so Frances Tiafoe, we remember the outburst that he had in Shanghai.
Yeah, it was a bad
one.
one.
He lost to Roman Safiullin.
Yeah.
So many F-bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably felt bad for those.
Yeah, which was
it's out of character for Francis, to be honest.
It was. He got fined $120,000.
Ouch.
Yeah,
that's pain.
That was a tough one.
120K is a lot.
20 big ones. That's a tough one. Some people might have some pushback because Rublev, what we saw in Dubai, he didn't get the same. He didn't get the same penalty.
Yeah, he was also aggressive there to the.
But Tiafoe 120,000. That was one of the big headlines of the week. Ismaeel, what do you have? I think you have one for us.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Nicky Kyrgios.
King Kyrgios.
Making his comeback to the tour.
Let's go.
It's so exciting. Finally, one of the most exciting players to watch will be back here playing coming January. He's going to make his comeback in Brisbane. Super excited to have that happen. He was talking about he's feeling the best he's ever felt in 2 years. He's really excited and happy, positive about that wrist reconstruction surgery, and he's feeling like he's back to the level that he wanted to get at. It's never a positive sign when a player goes under the knife. And, Federer even said that when you go under the knife, it's usually the sign of the end. Happy to see Nick back on tour. Awesome. And we hope we get to watch some more of his fun tennis. Kyrgios in Australia is going to be a problem.
Nick Kyrgios in John Cain Arena. Can't wait to see that one more time. I'd love to watch Nick Kyrgios play tennis. This is amazing to have him back. I hope we get to see him play against these Sinners and these Alcarazes. I think he's hungry. He wants to show how amazing he is. He said he's coming for a slam. He said it with us.
Let's see.
We saw when he decided to focus. We saw he made it to the Wimbledon final. So, Nicky, come on. We need you and we want to see you and we'd love to watch you play tennis. Welcome back. And the tennis tour did miss you.
Yeah, for sure.
Arguably the most exciting player on tour coming. Imagine if he just lands, obviously it would be super, not nice to see him get a really tough match in the first round. But you would want to see him maybe play Alcaraz. He never played Alcaraz before. That would be really cool. Maybe play Sinner now. Djokovic. Welcome back, Nicky. It'll be super exciting.
Yeah, it's can't wait to see it. Then, Ismaeel, I think you have another interesting headline for us.
Yeah, honorable mention here because Iga's been grinding in the Billie Jean King Cup, and she grinded a 2 hours, 45-minute match in singles. Finished that, came out victorious. They were down 1-0 against the Czechs. Came out, played doubles at midnight. Won the doubles match against the world number 1 in doubles, 6-1, 6-4 against Buskova and Siniakova. It was just an incredible story, and it's nice to see players play and give it their all for their country. It's fun to see.
Yeah, I just when they play for their country, it's different.
It's magic. It's magic.
Yeah. props to Iga. Just a warrior, a soldier, doing everything she can to win it for her country. Let's see how this week finishes off for her. But yeah, that finishes our interesting headlines of the week.
All right, guys. You know, we have one of the biggest tennis weeks coming up. The Davis Cup finals are here. Rafa making an appearance. Yousef, Who do you got?
I think there are so many interesting teams playing at this event, but how can I not go? I'm basically the bandwagon Jannik Sinner fan this week because I'm going with Italia. They are absolutely stacked. You have Musetti, you have Sinner, you have Cobolli, you have Arnaldi, you have Berrettini. That is as stacked as it gets. That is Warriors 2015.
Was also a great doubles player.
Imagine, so they're stacked. I can't go against the defending champs. That is my pick for the Davis Cup Finals champion. Ismaeel, who do you got?
Yeah, well, it's hard to argue against Sinner and his form that I was just talking about a second ago. But, you know, I believe in magic. And I believe in dreams coming true. I believe in Rafa retiring, lifting up the trophy. Alcaraz just said that this is going to be the biggest tournament of his career. Imagine Carlitos, he's coming rested. He's going to be healed from the flu, hopefully. I think Spain is going to lift this title home.
That's a good pick. That's a pick made with the heart, though.
With my heart, absolutely. Haroon, who's taking home the title?
I don't even know what's in the world. Like, what are we talking about? Spain? How can you take anybody else other than Spain? By the way, just to point out, Rafa's record in the Davis Cup is 29-1, and that one was his first ever Davis Cup match that he's played, and he's never lost since then.
Goat stat.
Unbelievable.
He's never lost. He's never lost since then. Just let that sink in. You have Alcaraz coming in. You have Rafa coming in, and also RBA. That's a solid lineup with the crowd behind them. That's super scary.
True, they are playing at home, so I must not forget. Big advantage. Same advantage Sinner was just getting at the ATP Finals.
I hope we see Rafa play singles.
I hope so too. I think he will. All right, guys. Well, you know, there's only 8 final teams competing for the Davis Cup trophy. But still, we do have some dark horses. Yousef, who's your dark horse of the week here heading into the finals of the Davis Cup?
So this is a tough one because if you want to talk about dark horses, I'm going to go. I think this is not going to age well, but I am going with Germany. This is based on just emotions and vibes. Also, because I love Jan-Lennard Struff. I think he's an underrated player.
I love Jan-Lennard as well.
Yeah, he's a fun player.
I love him. Also, Daniel Altmaier. Sometimes he just finds some magic. We saw Roland Garros against Jannik Sinner last year. We can maybe something from the Germans.
Let's see.
I don't know, but that's my pick.
Yannick Hanfmann also said
Hanfmann can do some
upset kings.
Yeah,
hey, you never know.
Yeah, he said He said once in a post-game, like a post-match interview or something like that, he said, I feel like I can beat anybody. So, like, he's going with that energy.
Let's see.
Maybe, so that's good news for me. I'm not that confident in that pick, but I'm going with the Germans.
Haroon, who do you got?
I got Australia. I have my pick. The motivation there is Alexei Popyrin. He is Masters champion, Masters 1000 champion. You have Jordan Thompson. And some great doubles players as well in Australia. That's my pick. My dark horse, I think. The back-to-back finalists, so they're owed this year.
We're going to have an emotional week coming up, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And for me, well, you know, I would have said the U.S., but I think they're a favorite going in. So I'm going to go Canada.
U.S. as a dark horse?
No, I'm going with Canada here because I like the resurgence of Shapov. And I think...
Diallo, by the way, that's
Diallo's
a good...
I think Canada's going to be spicy. Canada's going to be spicy.
They did win it. They did win it a few years ago.
They're champs, so yeah, let's see what they bring to the table.
They are
an amazing week coming up.
So they have to give them that.
They have good spirit.
Yes,
let's see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, guys.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an emotional week.
Everyone get ready for some tear flowing.
100%. I'm crying this week. This is a fact. Rafa is everything.
Though.
Let's hope. I want to see. Let's hope they make it all the way till Sunday. But I love Rafa. I'm going to miss Rafa so much. This week is going to be emotional. I'm not prepared. Are any of you guys prepared for this?
No, Rafa in the Spanish jersey is magic, and this is going to be an emotional tournament, and it's going to be sad. I hope he goes out with glory.
Man.
Rafa Nadal.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. This wraps up our second episode of the We're Going 5 show. Catch us here every week recapping the world of tennis. Let us know about our takes. Let us know where we messed up. We want to hear you in the comments. See you here every week. We're Going 5. Like, subscribe. See you guys.
Thank you guys so much. See you guys next week. Hopefully with an enjoyable week for Rafa.
All right.
guys.
See you guys.
See you.
Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Very good night.